What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to the $10,000 EIDL grant stimulus update. Case closed. It is Thursday, January the 21st, 2021. Please do me each favor. Give this video a thumbs up, hashtag EIDL, comments below, copy and paste the exact title of this video and share it all over social media. And if you'd like to be among 20 people that are going to win $500 in cold hard cash when I give away $10,000 before those in low income even get their money, I ask that you please subscribe to this channel right now and hit the bell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the last time that you see me for a few days, because guess what? You don't need me anymore. Now, I'm going to get cranked up today. I'm going to get jacked up today. But you might notice there's a bit of calm, especially in my face. And this will probably be the first time in many months that I sleep an entire 8, maybe even 10 hours. You see, last night I watched Max Maher's video. I think it was EIDL number 2, somebody I deeply respect, by the way, especially for PPP. And about the 4-minute mark, he said something we've all heard many times, that there's $40 billion of EIDL grant money. Well, just Google that, $40 billion of EIDL grant 2021. You'll see all sorts of publications, even major newspapers, saying there's $40 billion of EIDL grant money. Which, to me, Mr. Common Sense would say, okay, well, if that's true, why am I, with the possible exception of guys like L.A. Late, who's definitely got his facts straight, and Stephen Carlson and a few others, why am I the only one that's putting my head in the guillotine, along with Vitali, to say that Section 331 is $20 billion for low-income communities, and Section 332 is another 20 to maybe 40 billion for middle to high-income communities? So I was laying in bed last night, just once again puzzled, but always chewing, always thinking, always trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. So I woke up this morning and I called somebody that I talk to on a regular basis over at the SBA. And there's still mass confusion. The new administration's coming in. They're changing the furniture around. I mean, it's typical, changing of the guard. By the way, if you want to win $500, it's Cash App. 20 of you will win. We'll have a diverse mix. I need to see you. I'm not going to see you guys for a few more days. It's time for me to take a break. So you got to speak up in the comments. If you want to tell me you want to win, that's fine. Ladies, are you going to miss me as much as I'm going to miss you? Tell me. Fellas, I'm proud of you. You made it this far. It's game over. The case has been closed. I'm going to read it to you in a second. There's no doubt about it anymore. So you don't need to see me for at least a few days. So please speak up. I want to see a few thousand comments in the comments below. So I watch Max's video and I call the SBA and I'm talking to them, and they say to me, I think they took a lot of the $2.2 trillion HEROES Act that was passed in the House a few months ago and they put it into this new stimulus bill. And I was like, okay. So I hung up the phone. And this was several hours ago, and it hits me once again. And it's game over, folks. The case is closed. I just wanted to put this on record. So I did a poll a couple hours ago. I said, should I do a video today? Because I was going to do this tomorrow. So I put it out there, and 20% said, no, we don't want to see you today. Now, most people were nice, right? They said, take a break. Nothing's going on. Oh, something's going on. I can tell you that right now. Take a break. And a couple of assholes, of course, that said, this is all you ever say, get a life. So we had to block and remove them. So I'm sitting here excited for you guys, but also deeply relaxed, because I can feel in every cell of my body, middle, low, high, we're all getting our money. So allow me to explain. And by the way, watch Vitali's video, his new one. It's WTF SBA. He once again takes the HEROES Act and language of the new bill side by side and explains, in his opinion, why Section 331 can't be attached to Section 332. Otherwise, it's legally incorrect and opens the door to lawsuits, which we don't want to see. So it hits me a few hours ago, ladies and gentlemen, almost to the point where I could lay down right on this table right now and take a nap. Who wants to take a nap? Anybody want to take a nap? I'm just lay down right here and just, take a nap. See what happens when you're so relaxed? There's no, rush to get through the video because this is the last time you're going to see me for a while, folks. I'll be back to give away the money. So I run down a while ago and I'm reading through the HEROES Act once again. And I'm going to pin it in the top comments, the summary. Vitaly, you may want to look at the extended version. The verbiage is almost identical in certain places. So pages 30 to 33 of 87 pinned in the top comment, the HEROES Act, 2.2 trillion. Has to do with PPP and EIDL, almost verbatim in certain sections. I'm going to focus on EIDL, section 405. The SBA Lifeline Grant. You've heard me talk about this many times. $50,000, 50 employees or less, 30% economic loss or greater. You have a chance to get 50 G's or 6 months of working capital, whichever of those two numbers are less. That was in the $2.2 trillion bill that was passed in the House and never made it through the Senate a few months ago. So it reads as follows. Quote, creates a lifeline grant program for small businesses with 50 or fewer employees that have suffered an economic loss of at least 30%. Now, what does that sound like? Creates a lifeline grant program for small businesses with 50, or should we say 300 employees or less, who have suffered an economic loss of 30% or greater. In other words, they just took out one number and they put in another. A of section 405, businesses applying for the EIDL loan can request the grant from the SBA, same as what's in the current law. Firms can receive the lesser of, that's where it talks about working capital. That section is not in the bill, but allow me to explain. Section 405C, loan proceeds can be used in the same way as a COVID EIDL loan. You can repay your PPP or your EIDL loan. You can do that with any of the grants. And investments required to implement business continuity strategies. Let me read that again. And investments required to implement business continuity strategies during the pandemic. Can anybody tell me where you've heard that word continuity before? Any of you crazy mofos like me or Vitaly? Can you possibly recall where you might have heard that before? Oh, that's right. That's the title in section 331. The targeted EIDL advance for small business continuity. You mean to tell me they actually pulled the Lifeline Grant out of the HEROES Act and put it in the new bill that just passed on December the 27th? And if you look at the extended version of the HEROES Act, there's huge sections where it's verbatim. We don't edit around here, so I lost my place, but allow me to continue. C, section 405. No, I already read C. This is a big one. Section D of 405, page 33. Quote, grants will be approved first for applicants located in low-income communities. Now, let's just put our fucking arms around that. LA Late's right on the money. What's he been saying? They're going to pay out the low-income folks first. Section 405D, grants will be approved first for applicants located in low-income communities. In other words, the reason why they got that silly PR statement at SBA.gov is because the low-income folks are going first as per the Lifeline Grant in the HEROES Act. Allow me to continue. Section 2 authorizes $40 billion. Didn't Max say that last night? Didn't about 1,500 publications say that over the last few weeks? Authorized $40 billion to provide such grants. Are you listening? You aren't going to see me for a few days, so are you listening? Authorizes $40 billion to provide such grants with $20 billion set aside for businesses located in low-income communities. In other words, Section 331, the targeted EIDL advance, which focuses on low-income communities, is going first as it was written in the HEROES Act by way of the SBA Lifeline Grant. All they've done is change 50 to 300. It's the same 30% or greater economic loss. So the obvious question at this point is okay, if there's $40 billion, which everybody agrees to, and I just read it out loud, where is the other $20 billion going, Jason? Oh, that's right. Section 332. Those in middle to high income will go next, just as the law was written. So, ladies and gentlemen, my work here is done. It won't happen fast enough, but they're obviously in motion with the first $20 billion dedicated to low income in Section 331. I would estimate in the next week or two, maybe 3, they're going to announce Section 332. And they're just going to send the money. I don't think you remember they went on the honor system back last year? Anyone who's already gotten a loan's got a credit score north of 570 and you applied before December 27th, whether you're waiting for the balance of 10 grand or the full 10 grand because they ran out July 15th, I think they're just going to send you the money. Or they might say, are you still in business? Check this box. Is this still your bank information, or have your banking information changed? If so, go here and change it. And within 21 days or less, the money's going to arrive in your account. And for all the new people, and I saw a lot of questions about this all over the net last night, what I think is going to happen is one of the provisions in here, and again, it's pinned in the top comment, is that when the Lifeline grant gets down to 25% of the funds left, meaning it goes from 40 down to 10 billion, the SBA is supposed to alert under the HEROES Act the government for more money. So what I think is going to happen is in this next round of stimulus, and it's probably what LA Late is referring to, in the next round of stimulus, they're going to request more money, probably for both sections, at least for the targeted EIDL advance and maybe even for the EIDL advance where it says no funds available. But we're going to need more money for that. So I'm sorry for the new folks. If you haven't applied prior to December 27, you are going to have to wait for them to open the portal and probably inject more money. But hey, we're only talking about February or March, and many of us have been suffering for almost a year. So until next time, ladies, I'm going to miss you. You're going to miss me. I'm going to miss you. Fellas, I'm proud of you. You hang in there strong. You take care of the girls while I'm gone. I should be back if something staggering happens, but I just told you what's going down. It's happening exactly as I've been telling you. It just took some time to put it all together. So until next time, I love each and every single one of you guys. And thank you so much for watching.